can see that she's developed and grown into a beautiful young woman, confident, focused, determined.
We are so proud of her, and we thank the DMU is giving her full support in what she's studying law.
I burst with pride of Georgia's achievements and the resilience that she's shown whilst working at DMU.
I was given the opportunity with DMU Global to go to Thailand for a week to teach English. It was the most incredible experience, probably the best highlight of my 3 years at university.
One of the main things that I've accomplished here at DMU was being chairman of DMU Saints. It's obviously allowed me to grow so much as a person. So in the future I'm definitely able to take what I've learned here at university and put it into practice.
My highlight at DMU has been to be shortlisted for both the Golden Shears competition and the PCA Awards. Designers from Vivian Westwood actually analysed my work and they gave such great feedback, and it was just an amazing opportunity.
The highlight of my time at DMU is when I joined the lacrosse team in first year, and the friends that I've made through that I know will be my friends for life.
The highlight will be getting accepted at DMU for sure, and I've got great family, especially my mum, who supported me, encouraged me that I can do this and I shouldn't let my disability get in the way.
My inspiration for dance actually started from my mum's drama group, and that's where I found my love and passion for dance, and that's what started this whole journey off really.
My family have been extremely supportive, and they were one of the reasons why I wanted to do pharmacy.
I've had some amazing opportunities at DMU, and it's definitely the right university. I'm so glad I chose it. I could not have done it without the support of my family and friends.
Arabella was determined, extremely creative. She loved to dance and she loved to play. I can see that she's developed and grown into a beautiful young woman, confident, focused, determined. I'm excited about what's going to happen next.
Aisha's been so happy. Actually, I can't see her anywhere else apart from being on this campus.
I'm really proud of what Mason's achieved in life, and without the opportunities of De Montfort University, I don't think he would have just come as far so quickly in life.
I am very proud of my daughter Adila. I'm very happy, and we're all over the moon. We are very grateful that she got a place at DMU.
Ellie's pretty much been my rock at uni. Anything that I need, she's always been there for me. It was really great meeting Ellie at uni, and I know that she's going to be a friend for life.
As a little sister, Mario was always really cheeky, really rebellious. Over the past 3 years, we've really seen her grow. She's really matured, and we can tell that once she does get a job with an amazing fashion house, which I'm sure she will, she'll be more than ready for it.
I burst with pride of Georgia's achievements and the incredible young woman that she's grown into. And thanks to DMU and Georgia's degree, as she started the next part of her journey, I'm one proud mum right now.
Hello everyone, good evening. Today we are here with our one of the prominent partner, Montfort University, Joe, with us today. So Joe will basically share with you all those opportunities and admission procedures about Montfort University. Hi Joe, thank you for your time and welcome to our live session today.
Hi Imran, I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for having me. And it's a great honour to be here, of course, with one of our partners, EN Global, and I look forward to speaking with you today.
Thank you. I hope that you will like this live session, because there will be so many questions and answer session upcoming there, because we're having so many students. They want to know about like Montfort Universities, their course modules and tuition fees and requirements. So before we go to that questions, we would like to ask you, can you please give little bit brief description about Montfort University and where this is located and the rank and reputation, please?
Yeah, definitely. So De Montfort University is based in a city called Leicester, which is very much an international city. And importantly, for students who are watching from Bangladesh right now, it's a South Asian city. So I guess for you, you're going to have a home away from home here. And we have an area in the city called the Golden Mile. And this is where the majority of our, let's say, South Asian cafes and restaurants are based. And that's a really nice location. And I guess the city of Leicester itself was voted in the top 10 cities for students to live in terms of affordability and quality of life in the whole of the UK. So that's also a really good benefit for you because of, especially if you compare Leicester to London. London is a lot more expensive, so you're going to have a better experience here in Leicester. And the Montfort University itself has 4 main faculties, so the Business and Law School, Computing, Engineering and Media, Art, Design and Humanities, and Health and Life Sciences. And we've spent approximately 150 million renovating our campus in recent years. So we have a state-of-the-art campus now, which is, of course, you've seen in the video, which is built for you to not only grow as a person, but also do well in your studies as well, but then to prepare for the world of work. So yeah, the Montfort University is a really good option for you. And I guess if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask us. We have our discussion. And yeah, thanks.
Okay, we know this Montfort University is situated in Leicester, but can you tell me, like, there is so many students, they want to go to Birmingham. So if they want to live in Birmingham, because some students, they're having their family members living there. So how far it is from Birmingham to, by train or by drive?
So yeah, that's a really good question. And I guess there might be lots of students in that predicament. But what we would really advise is to be here on campus so that you can, it's for ease and you can get to your classes and so on. But Birmingham is a 40-minute train journey away, about the same as well for maybe 50 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So it's very close, very nearby. And as well, if you want to, be based in Leicester but go to Birmingham at the weekends, it's easy to get to. Same thing for London, Nottingham, and Sheffield as well. So very, very, very nearby.
All right. Moving forward to this, location wise, I believe this is good enough for students to know where it is. But still, if they have any question, it's very easy. They can just Google it up, and even though they have any question, they can call any of our counselor. They can demonstrate them more, like where exactly this university and which airport is near to this university. Okay. Basically, I'm moving from this question to another question. Like some students, they want to apply for the January intake, okay, and already they made so many applications for the Montfort University. So I'm wondering, like, what is the entry requirements for master's course, and specifically for business-oriented students, because like we're having a huge number of business students.
Yeah, that's a really good question, Imran. Thank you for raising that. I guess the most important thing for your students who are considering studying, especially a business degree for this January, is to apply as soon as possible to the Montfort University. And that is of the essence. Of course, we require the standard IELTS, which is level 6 with 5.5 in all 4 of the components. But if you don't have an IELTS, what we do have is our own online internal English test, which is UKVI accredited, and it's free of charge. So if you do want to take that test, please do consult with Imran and the team at EN Global Education, and they can help you move things further forward. But in terms of the, let's say, direct course entry requirements, we do require a 4-year bachelor's degree. So let's say, for example, from Buet, you need a minimum 55% or a GPA 2.75 out of 4, or from let's say a 4-year bachelor's degree from a good recognized university with a minimum 60%. So that's either 3 out of 4 GPA. Of course, there can be a little bit of flexibility if you're really close to the requirements, but that is dependent on your overall profile. So if you had, let's say, a 3 or 4 year study gap from UG to PG and have a strong personal statement, we could consider you on those grounds as well. But in terms of the business courses, and this is the same for all of the courses actually for this January 22 intake, you need to apply as soon as possible because we have a limited capacity. And at the moment, we are inundated with applications. So it needs to, if there's anybody watching right now and you're serious about studying at Montfort University, please do consult with EN Global Education and they can help you move this further forward. But in terms of the business courses, we have the likes of MBA Global, which is an entry-level MBA. So you don't necessarily need experience. And what's quite unique within this course and the majority of the business courses for the January intake is that they are 15 months long. And in addition to this, so of course that gives you more time, to study whilst you're here, so it's less pressurized. But in addition to this, you can take individual-led projects which act in a very similar way to internships. So say, for example, we have what we call the Executive Company Project. And this is basically where we'd encourage you to, work with a local or national company, and you'll work together over 3 months. And they'll basically say to you, okay, or you would say to them, kind of like, you could pitch an idea to them as well, but they could say to you, I want you to set up a marketing campaign or e-commerce website for me. And throughout those 3 months, you'll work together. And at the end of the 3 months, you'll submit a report, a brief as well as to what went well, what didn't go well, and so on. And I guess with this new post-study work visa, if you leave a good impression on that company, who knows, they might take you on afterwards.
Exactly.
That project as well is worth 60 credits of your final grade. So that's invaluable, especially if you're more practically minded, and it replaces the traditional dissertation. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. We do have the entrepreneurship project as well, where we encourage you to create your own business idea.
I'm gonna add a little bit more about this MBA course. Sorry to interrupt you, because like as international students, I believe like it is really good option for them to get these kinds of opportunities there, where a student can basically not only learning like practical based, like coursework, they can have some, like job placement or internship opportunities where they can learn, like all those practical experience, some top reputed company in the UK. So it will not only gonna give them like education, but also they can write this experience to their CV for their career in front, and they can apply to so many other companies to using that particular experience. I think this is really good option for those students.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the overall package as well. The students have got to consider that they're going to be in an international classroom. So therefore, you're not only going to learn from other people, but you might make friendships that could last, a very long time. Yeah. We also have other courses like project management, international business and management, finance, marketing, HRM, and so on. So there's a wide range of courses available for students that are watching right now. And we do have one advanced entry level 6, for business administration. So that could be a consideration for any students that are wanting to do advanced entry.
For this MBA, you said it's 15 months course duration. Basically, my country or South Asia, students are really, popular with either 1 year or 2 years study. So can you just add how this course curriculum basically implementing for 15 months? Because like it's not even the 2 years or it's not even 1 year course. So what is for next 3 months? What is students basically doing?
So for the next that extra 3 months will be devoted to your personal project, your individual lab project. So that gives you more time just to focus on that. Usually during the let's say 12-month course, there might be block teaching and there might be modules that you have to do at the same time as your project. So this gives you time to focus purely on your project and really make it your own, because who knows, that could really be like the heartbeat of your future, really.
Exactly. And I think this is going to be one of the top popular course in South Asia. Basically, students from this particular area, they really want to do an MBA, but so many universities, they don't give they don't have this option for without experience, a student can do an MBA. So this is going to be really good option for Bangladeshi students who want to really do this MBA.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree more. I mean, we also have the Leicester Castle Business School, which is where, of course, our postgraduate business students will be studying it. And we spent £4.2 million renovating this old castle in recent years. So again, there are facilities for you to focus and work with like-minded individuals who are serious about their studies in the future.
Wow, which is really good. And you was talking about like fashion designing, some courses. This is another particularly very popular in my country, because like we are based in we have the highest garments industry, one of the top garments industry area in the world. So many students, they basically want to do these kinds of courses. So could you please elaborate a little bit more about like this fashion designing course?
Yeah, definitely. So there are quite a few courses available again for the January 22 intake in the art and design, let's say, school. But we have a really interesting course called the Fashion Management Level 6 Top-Up. So if there's any students who are watching right now who have completed 3 years of your degree, that could be an option for you. And we also have the Fashion Management Marketing MA. So we focus on the business side of fashion, not the making side. So if there are any, let's say, students that have graduated in business, but you have an interest in fashion, that could be something for you to explore. We also have the Design, Management and Entrepreneurship course. This, again, could be for any design-orientated student who wants to create their own business or is entrepreneurial minded. In addition to this, we do have Design Innovation, interior design, digital design, architecture and sustainability. But for those 4 courses, as it's focused on design and you making things, you need to submit your own portfolio. And the portfolio is really, really crucial to your application because that will give you the chance to show off your work.
All right. So moving forward to these business courses and those fashion designing, De Montfort is one of the top and popular. De Montfort having another popular courses like computing related courses, and which is really good for not only UK but also all over the world. Well-known university for engineering and IT related course. So like as a developing country, so many of our students, they really want to do this IT computer science or cyber security related MSc courses. Okay, so would you please elaborate a little bit more about these kinds of courses, and does this course have also any kinds of work placement for those students to get some practical experience?
That's a really good question, and thank you for raising that, Imran. And you're completely right. Our computing school is up there with one of the best in the world, let alone in the UK. According to Shanghai World Rankings 2020, our computing school was nominated in the top 1% in terms of research citations. So that really shows that our academics and the degrees are really much focused on research, but they're also focused on industry. Computing, they're all developed in industry, such as Airbus and so on. So that in itself is really invaluable because it shows that your degree is not only relevant in research, but it's relevant in industry. And we have lots of guest lecturers visiting our campus, speaking to students so that you can ask them questions. They can tell you what you need to do, how you can be more employable and so on. And I guess for the undergraduate courses, which of course would be for the next September 22 intake, there are options for placement for the placement year. But then for the postgraduate courses for the upcoming January 22 intake, there isn't specifically a placement year available, but again, we have individual led projects where we encourage students to be as independently minded as possible. It's really about you kind of creating your own path. Let's say, for example, we have the cyber technology course, cyber technology MSc, which was recently accredited by the GCHQ, government headquarters. So that is amazing. So that if there's anyone watching right now who wants to study such a course, there's probably no better place in the world, to be honest. And that particular course is split into 5 different pathways. So artificial intelligence, software engineering, digital forensics, management, and cyber security. So I guess for you as a student, you can either choose all 5 of those pathways, or you can choose 1 or 2, depending on where you want to focus your career. So my point there is that the computing courses are pretty much developed for you to shape your future career. And of course, we have data analytics, information systems and robotics as well.
Well, which is really impressive course list. I believe like it is a huge course list and course of De Montfort University offering for January students. Whereas like maximum UK-based university, they offer very limited number of courses. So it is really good opportunities for these students to apply in De Montfort University for January intake, as you guys having so many options available for the students. Moving forward, I would ask you, like, one student asking me about like what documents they need for making their application.
Yeah, so in short, the documents we need, of course, is an application form, which EN Global Education will help you with. Of course, English language evidence. If you don't have like an IELTS or TOEFL or Pearson, you can apply for our internal online English test. We need a CV. We need your personal statement. That is very crucial to your application. It will give you a chance to show off who you are, why you want to do your course, and how it's going to help you in the future. Of course, your passport, qualifications, include your transcripts and degree certificate, and a couple of references as well. So we need 2 references to support. And yeah, that's it in a nutshell. What I would say is submit all of your documents all in one to EN Global Education. They can help you move it further forward. And I guess once you receive a conditional offer letter or an unconditional offer letter, we can book you in for a credibility interview. But as we have limited places available for January 22, it is of the essence that you pay your deposit as soon as you can, so that you secure your place and hopefully get a scholarship as well.
Yeah, basically, I think this will be like really good session for our, the students, because like so many students, they want to apply for Montfort University this January intake, but they don't know like which documents they may need to require for this make application. So students, I'm just wrapping up again. University, in order to make their application, you need all your educational certificate transcripts. If you having some professional certificate, it's fine, you can make application, because due to pandemic, so many university are not providing any convocation ceremony yet. So you can apply by your transcripts. You need your passport, you need your CV, and 2 academic reference letter, or 1 academic reference letter plus 1 work reference letter. So if you need more information regarding how to make application, you can call any of our providing number. One of our counselor gonna help you, and we're not charging any money from any students, so it will be totally free of cost. So you can make your application, and as soon as you're gonna get offer letter, if you don't have your IELTS, you can have the option to sit for internal English test. So we will book for you this internal English test, which is really good option for students who missed up this IELTS due to this pandemic. So university providing you this IELTS, like internal English test facilities, which is gonna be also free of cost. But you need to make sure your tuition fees is ready, your bank statement ready, and to know more about this bank statement and tuition fees, still you can just knock any of our social media or social page, or you can call any of our counselor. They will be really happy and appreciating your all those questions. And Joe, moving forward to this question, there is some parents, they're asking about like accommodation facilities, like what sort of accommodation options students having for this they're in Montfort University.
Yeah, so there's a host of accommodation options for your students. There's plenty on campus, which can be university owned, or there's some that are quite near to the campus that are private. I guess it's up to the student what they would like to choose, and I guess there is a team as well. We have an accommodation team who will help you move forward with the bookings and so on. So all of the accommodation is guaranteed for international students. It's on campus. It's easy for you to get around. It's about a 5-minute walk away from the main city centre. It's really convenient for you.
Well, eventually, a student can find out more accommodation news and information from the YouTube channel. So you can visit our Ian Global YouTube channel, or you can visit Montfort University YouTube as well. So you can see there is so many videos uploading there to explaining you or showing you what kinds of accommodation facilities providing Montfort University. So student, there is another question. One of the parents asking like, how much does it cost for monthly or weekly for accommodation?
That's a really good question. I guess it varies on the type of accommodation that you choose. So it might be, you might want a studio flat or shared accommodation and so on. So roughly you're looking at spending maybe £90 to £130 a week, depending on which accommodation you choose, and that's very cheap. And I guess if that's university-owned accommodation, that would include bills, security, Wi-Fi, and so on. So that's secure, and I guess that's invaluable.
Yeah, exactly. And when students living in university accommodation, they're saving their transportation cost as well, because like they don't need to transport, because it's a walking distance.
Exactly. Yeah, and the council have recently introduced a new bike scheme across the whole of the city. So students can rent out bikes now if they wanted to go to, let's say, further afield or to a park and so on. So that is really a really good initiative for students as well.
Wow, which is really good option for students, I think. And Joe, I'm just wondering, like due to this pandemic, like there was like online classes before, but how about the January intake? What will be happen? It will be like face-to-face class or online?
Yeah, so for the January intake, it'd be face-to-face classes. Sorry. So yeah, even yesterday I was on campus myself, and students were there studying. It was amazing, seeing so many students again and the lecturers back. So yeah, all of the students for the January 22 intake should be back face-to-face as well.
Well, it is really good news for all those students, because like after quite a few long time, like they can go to university and do their class face to face. And I believe it will be really really good information and news for all those international students, because I can say as an international student, when I've been a student, I really wanted to do class in front of the lecturer rather than like just sitting on the online. So it will be good opportunities again to students. They can see that their lecturers and having some practical experience as well, because some courses they have like lab oriented course, so student need to work on lab, so which will be really good if is it face to face in January intake. Could you please tell us a little bit about like the tuition fees and the scholarships for South Asian students?
Yeah, most certainly. So I guess for the postgraduate courses, it varies from around £14,000 to up end nearly £18,000. Of course, the cybersecurity and cyber technology courses, they're the most expensive because they're accredited by the UK government and all of the other kind of accreditations that are there as well. But the scholarships, the two main scholarships are the £500 early deposit discount and the £1,500 international scholarship. So all in all, that's £2,000. But crucially, for students watching right now, we have limited capacity. So that's even more incentive for you to apply as soon as possible. Pay your deposit when you get an offer letter and so on. There are other scholarships available, such as the Global MBA scholarship of £2,500, but you would need to submit an additional motivational letter justifying why you should get that scholarship. I think it's about 1,000 words explaining what you've done in the past and how this degree is going to help you.
Exactly. So basically, a student who really want to apply for Montfort University, according to Joe, you will get 2,000 grant, literally a scholarship. So tuition fees are roughly 14,000 to 18,000. So from there, if you deduct £2,000, still you have opportunities to apply for any other scholarship. So for those scholarship, you can get a advice from our advisor. They can help you out, like how you need to write a proper SOP or how you need to make the scholarship application. So feel free to contact any of our officer in Sylhet office or Dhaka office. They will definitely gonna guide you how to make this application. So Joe, we are nearly close to our live Facebook live session for today. So if you want to add any information to our Bangladeshi students or South Asian students, can you please advise them?
Yeah, definitely. So just in a nutshell, of course, it's been great speaking to everybody in this session, and of course with yourself, Imran, and the team at EN Global Education. But crucially, if there are any students watching right now who are really serious about studying at Montfort University, you need to apply as soon as you can. Especially if you don't have an IELTS, you can apply for an online English test, and we can help move things forward further for you. And if you want any more information, please do contact EN Global Education. If you want to stay informed about the university, follow us on social media. We have a really great social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. So that'll help you as well. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask Imran and his team. And it's been a great chatting to you all today, and hopefully see some of you at DMU in the not too distant future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Joe, for your valuable time and those information. I believe those will be really helpful for all those students. And I would like to add one more thing. Like we have so many students who already started in Montfort University. From them, like some of them completed their bachelor, and some of them already completed their masters as well. And they are already holding a very good job in UK. And one of my students, he is holding a job in Dubai. So which is really impressive, because like the success rate I seen, like the students, they're not only getting these kinds of education, but also they're getting like practical experience which they could implement their career. And also I'm just also share with the students who now potentially want to study in Montfort University. This is one of the top university, not only UK but also all over the world. And you can search on their website, and you will find all those valuable information, their ranking, and you can visit our website as well. There is a short list and all the valuable notes providing there about Montfort University, which will be really helpful for you to take your decision. And if you need any more advice or any more information regarding your application for January intake, you always welcome to EN Global Education, and we'll help you, and our advisor will always help you for A to Z, all kinds of supports. And we are proudly say that we having 100% visa ratio since last 3 years for UK universities. So any students who want to apply UK universities, from Bangladesh or India or South Asia, please visit our office or email us or contact us. All of our officers is really willingly to help you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Thank you, Joe. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you.